to start out with something sort of funny. So I have a friend, this guy Miles Fisher, and
Yeah. Okay.
okay, you know where this is going.
I know exactly where this is going.
I cannot even begin to tell you how excited I was to talk to you. Like Miles, we go way, way back. I don't know him super well, but I found him this old music video he did a long time ago. But that song, Finish What You Started, you're in the video, and I've seen it so many times. It
Yeah.
took me forever to figure out why I recognized you so well. And it's just, you're the bouncer, man. That video is incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Like it's so like finish what we started. It's like a
Great
call
song.
back to the 80s. It's a fun video. It's a really fun video. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. And I mean, it's perfect, dude. You feel exactly like what you're supposed to be in that video. So I thought that was great. It was definitely excited to bring that up with you. But of course, I digress. We're here to talk about MoonFall. So I know your story is that you became an actor basically because you told a girl that you were a theater major. Uh,
Kind of. That's not the full circle.
okay, there's more to it.
There's more to it. What happened initially was I was doing track and then I stopped doing track. And then I went to my advisor, literally the only time that I've ever been to my advisor. And as I'm talking to her, I'm telling her that I want to go into sports marketing.
Okay.
And my freshman year, I didn't do too great with grades. And she said, well, you need at least a 3.0 to have a marketing degree. I wasn't there. And so as I'm talking to her, she said, you should do theater. You should do acting. And I'm like, no, not gonna do acting. I'm great, thanks. And I kept talking, I kept talking, I kept talking, I kept talking. And every single time I said a rebuttal to not doing acting, she says, you should do acting. And then she says to finish it off, and she's like, and you don't need any GPA to be an actor. And I was like, got it.
Boom.
Yeah, boom. So I went to the theater advisor, and she said that you have to have a major. You could only major in it. And so I was like, all right, I'll think about it. Then I went to the party, and then I met the girl, and she said she was a theater major. And then I was like, well, I'm a theater major as well.
Well, the first question I have is, what happened with the girl? Is it a good
Oh,
story?
not we never dated, not even close.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
but we were amazing friends today.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, and she's a part of the story. She's a part of the story. Well, so you've actually had a pretty storied career, man. You've been in a ton of different stuff. I feel like you're one of these guys who I've seen a lot of the stuff you've been in over the years. But of course, it was the Finish What We Started video that was the one that stuck with me. And now it's gonna be MoonFall. Did you grow up loving movies like MoonFall? I mean, because for me in the '90s, it was like Volcano and Dante's Peak, Deep Impact Armageddon, Godzilla, Twister. It was a thing. I watched every one of those in theaters.
Yeah, I always loved like Independence Day and movies like that. But the game changer for me was The Matrix.
Yeah,
That
incredible.
movie, seeing that blew my mind away. And when I after I got done, it was in my mind like this is so cool. Like at some point, and it wasn't even related to like really acting at that point. I said, this seems like a blast to do.
Yeah, I mean, I think
And
so. Those.
still to this day, I watched Matrix in theater, the original like 2 years ago, and it still holds up.
Oh, it's amazing. I actually think the first Matrix movie is almost underrated at this point. Like people almost don't talk about it on the same level as like Alien or like Terminator 1, but it should. It's on the same level. It's like as important to cinema, I feel like, as those ones.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Yeah, amazing. So you jump into this project, and obviously this is a big release. I'm very excited to see this in a theater. I watched through a screener to make sure that I had seen the movie to talk to you, because I never like to do an interview if I haven't seen the film. But I also didn't want to shortchange myself and see all the best action sequences on a computer screen. So I'm
Yeah.
seeing it a second time today in a theater. Yeah, which I'm very excited for.
Are you doing it in IMAX?
I hope so. I'm hoping that's what the screening is. Obviously it's what the studio is providing, but I would imagine so. I can't imagine they don't want me to see it in IMAX. But so as I was going through it and I was thinking about this movie's getting all kinds of hype, but at the same time this movie's getting hype, you have literally every single superhero actor or property coming back around and being featured in what they're calling the multiverse. And this is in DC and in Marvel. And you obviously very famously are part of the only on-screen incarnations of the Inhumans.
Yeah.
So is there a part of you when you think about that project from 5 years ago, you're like, man, what if we get revived in some giant MCU secret war thing? Like, have you thought about putting the suit back on at all?
I'm I think the way that we were leading into season two, I thought was really great. Like one of my favorite movies is District 9, and it
Yeah,
has
it's a
this
great
like
movie.
District 9 feeling.
Okay.
to it. And, if we have a story that, is absolutely compelling to an audience, of course, like one of my things was I always wanted to be a superhero. So being able to do that and continue that journey, it's would always be a dream.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely exciting to see that literally every single movie from when I was growing up, a lot of which got bad reviews, everybody's excited about again. Every single one of them. Everybody's like, "Oh, put Ben Affleck back in the Daredevil suit. We need to see it." It's like, "Are you sure about that? Are you sure you want to see that again?"
Want to do that? Great. Look, hey, there's certain movies that like I would love to see, like Blank Man.
Okay.
Blank Man with like, I think it was Damon Wayans back in the
Yeah.
day. I'm like, yo, bring that back.
Yeah.
Bring back Meteor Man as well. Like,
Yes.
let's not stop there.
Yeah, Meteor Man. That's a good one. That's a good one. Well, so if you always wanted to play a superhero, so you crossed off the Gorgon list. Who's your other guy? Who's the like if you had your pick, if you got to go in and be the next one, who would you want to play?
Um, there's two. One I absolutely love, like a Superman, but I've always looked at like a Black Batman,
Yeah, that's awesome.
like coming up and really fighting with a different backstory. You know what I mean? I think we have the same backstory of like El coming up, and but I always imagine like a Black Batman who had to put the law into his own hands and trying to save people because he didn't believe that the law was protecting him.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. And Batman's probably the greatest superhero of all time, in my opinion. I think, for me, it was Batman and Iron Man growing up. They're my two favorites. So
Yeah.
my last question for you is, I know you're a Denver diehard, you're a Broncos guy. So I'm a singer-songwriter. I was supposed to be in Denver over the summer or in winter to go on my first tour. I had to postpone to the summer. I'm going this summer 100%. I'm going to go for the first time. So
Okay.
what's the one spot I've got to eat at? Where do I need to go in Denver? I can't miss it.
It's so weird. You're saying this because Denver has changed so much since I've been out in LA.
Sure.
Like it's so much different now that I almost feel like a tourist when I go.
Yeah.
Um, I always go like I'll say this. My brother works a route down at the airport. So my brother has one of the greatest personalities ever. So if you want to see great personality and great food right when you land in LAX DIA, visit Route Down and talk to Chine.
Okay. Excellent. So I've got an in. I've got a
Go
personal
in,
connection.
go in and talk to Chine.
Okay. I'll be like, "Hey, is Chine here? I got something to say to you, man."
I got something to say. What's up?
That's excellent. Fantastic. Well, hey, man, thank you so much for talking to me. I can't wait to see the rest of this film in the theater today. Congratulations. I know everyone's going to love this. It looks like everything we want it to be. And best of luck and everything going forward. It's wonderful to meet you.
You too, man. Have a great day.
Yeah. Take care, dude.
Pleasure, man. Peace.